I just want to quickly thank everyone who subscribed to my channel recently. It is a great feeling to know that I resonate with so many people and that it's okay to have a different opinion. So you are amongst friends when you're here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? You might as well join the gang. Anyway, John Bercow. Listening to Nigel Farage's opening speech in Parliament yesterday and his mentioning of John Bercow reminded me that I completely forgot what a nasty man he really was. He really was an awful figure in Parliament. He was always in the news for the wrong things, but it was all of his own doing. And he really did have small man syndrome. He's 5'0", but when he saw him on that chair, and he rarely sat down, he was stood up most of the time, and he was talking to MPs like they were garbage. I know they were MPs, but still. The way this guy talked to them was just disgusting and unacceptable, and it got to the point where he got done for bullying, or being a serial bully and a serial liar, by the Parliament standard body, and all 21 of its findings were upheld on appeal. Now, reading this and watching the guy on Traitors, if you haven't watched Traitors and you're into skullduggery, it's like a reality show, but it's quite entertaining. The other half and I were really into it. And John Bercow was on the second season of the US version of The Traitors. And so all the contestants are sat around this table trying to figure out who the traitors are. When somebody accuses John Bercow of being a traitor, and he says, well, I can't because I've got asthma, referring to one of the challenges. And the challenge he was referring to involved running. They had to get from A to B in a certain amount of time. And this guy ran like the wind. If he's got asthma, then my goodness. So yeah, I can understand why the Parliament standard body found him guilty of being a serial liar. He was just the embodiment of someone who was hiding behind his very powerful position. When you're the Speaker of the House of Commons, you are a very powerful person. And he really did undermine the office of Speaker, as Richard Tice once mentioned when he resigned. John Bercow did absolutely everything that he could, using his position and his own celebrity as well, because he really did like the limelight. And he's tried everything he could, using all those elements to stop Brexit, the democratic will of the people. And this is how bad his bullying was, all right? They upheld it after appeal, and it got to the extent, and it was so serious that the independent expert panel decided that his conduct was so serious that he should never be allowed a pass to the parliamentary estate, and that if he was still a member of Parliament, they would have recommended expelling him from the House. So he really is a man in disgrace. And so when Nigel Farage did that little speech in Parliament yesterday, and you saw that guy sat next to him rolling his eyes and the others jeering him and booing him, then they were defending a bully. They were defending a guy who bullied women. They were defending a guy who threw his weight around. And they were defending a guy who has had every plaque with his name on it removed from Parliament. And even though Nigel Farage said what he did, I think he went easy on him. I really do. But there we go. Anyway, I'm past 49. Thanks for listening. And until the next time, Roger Trout.